Low volume training is currently very popular, so I want to offer a word of caution if you're thinking about adopting this training style, which is that most of the people who are advocating for this style of training fall into one of two buckets. Number one, they are people who have already become muscular from other forms of training, who are now making very slow progress, and so the differences between high volume and low volumes are very difficult to perceive anyway. Number two, these are people who, if they have built lots of muscle using low volumes, they are people who know how to train hard. They know how to feel their bodies in space. They know what techniques they need to use, and they know how to fatigue with the same technique comfortably, safely, and sustainably. These are not people who are new to training. These are not people who don't know how to train to failure. These are not people who are noobs at exercise selection. These are people who know how to feel and push their bodies. If you don't know how to feel and push your body, which is completely fine, all of us are at very different stages of lifting, then you can make up for that perfectly fine with doing more sets. So you have in general two directions to take. You have higher volumes where each individual set is of a lower stimulus, or lower volumes where on average each set is of a higher stimulus. So if you do end up trying low volumes, recognize that if you use the same half-assed efforts you're using with high volumes, you're going to stay exactly where you are or maybe even go backwards, although that's probably unlikely. Just remember that because it's important that when you're thinking about training styles and what changes when you adopt to different training styles, you have to consider that we can't just think about volume as if it's the only thing that matters. You have to consider what that volume actually consists of in terms of the exercise quality, selection, and effort. So I personally love a low volume approach, but I wouldn't recommend it to beginners. And I wouldn't recommend it to people who are really still figuring out how to actually fatigue appropriately and train hard safely.